Hi everyone, welcome to the new review. Behind us is the new Nissan Juke with a new badge. We're in Valencia car show. We're going to take a look at the exterior interior details. So without further ado, let's just jump into the review. Welcome to the first review on the channel of the Nissan Juke. So this is the second generation, but it's sort of like a minor facelift because it has a new badge. So let's come and check it closer. So this is the top spec model. We have the gray metallic color looking beautiful. We have the daytime running lights on the top. Below are the turn signals, and then we have separated main lights. So here's the lens, and these also turn on more like also some sort of night running lights, if we can even call it that way. We have a closed grille on the top for the most part. There are like small openings here. You can see it at this angle. From this angle, it looks like it's closed, so it's minor. Air intake, mostly bigger on the bottom. We have the radar here, and checking the Juke. So we have this unpainted plastic protection going around the bottom, and over here, yeah, also unpainted. Definitely thought it was a matte gray for a moment, but nope, it's unpainted for sure. We have the new Nissan badge that really looks awesome, I gotta say. And in this case, we have the 360 parking, if I'm not mistaken. I love the new Nissan badge. It's not a lot of change, but I like this white details that kind of stands out. So checking the car, it looks wide and kind of slightly mean with this LED daytime running lights. Now this is the top package. I know that because it has the upgraded speakers in the seats, although I don't know the name of it, so I'm not sure if it's Tekna or something higher than that. We don't have a spec, unfortunately, but this is the new hybrid model, so I'm going to link the tech specs in the video description. Checking the alloys, we have silver, diamond cut, silver on black. Let me see, the tire dimension is, if I can find it, really small, 225 45 R19. These are Goodyear tires, so they have a really small labeling for the tire dimension. And over here we have the light and rain sensor, lane assist camera. We also have black metallic side contrasting mirrors. A pillar is in black, same as B pillars, and then the top is also metallic black finish there. Then we have black pieces and black spoiler on the rear, of course with the shark fin as well. Turn signal there, camera for 360, hybrid badge on the side, and then we have this skirt moving along. You can see the car's profile. Tinted windows on the rear, and you can see handle is on the driver's side. You press here to lock unlock. The driver's side has the physical cylinder, while on the rear doors it's more aerodynamic. They put the handles there, so you can see this metallic black and then piano black details. Now if I back up here, you can see the whole car. Now they really added this fender sticking out even here to cover those wheels, although this part is uncovered, so there might be chipstones flying. We have winter tires, and a really interesting design on the Juke with this like back nose. It looks like it has rear hood or something. I don't know. It's definitely unique looking car, and it has this sports wide stance, and it's tall. So yeah, you can see the exhaust pipe is oddly more to the center, but on the left side, and kind of also discrete diffuser, if you might call that. That's probably not, more like a bumper. Parking sensors integrated with cat eyes. Have the Juke, and again the Nissan new badge, hybrid badge on the rear as well, in case someone missed it on the side. And then you have these LEDs, warm backing camera, and let's press to open here. Notice that you also have this spoiler. It's elegant and aerodynamic. You can see this, there are two buttons here and here, and LEDs are weirdly tucked in. So let me back up here. You can see the whole car in the perspective. So there we go. Opens fairly tall. I'm a 2-meter tall person, or 6.6 in feet. So you can see a little bit less than that, but good height. You have here for manual closing. This is plain. You have a rubber stopper there, and you have a hard top shelf. And over here you can remove it if you want. You can put a longer umbrella in this area. Checking the cargo space, I'm gonna write down the liters. So it looks flat now because it has 2 levels for the shelf, but in this case it's almost flat, so you have 1 finger of height. Have to the points on the right side here and nothing else. There is a little extra room there. On the left you have the additional warm light. Seats knocked down 60/40. You have those anchors for the child isofix, and then you can see the extra space. So this shelf could be knocked down, so you can see how that looks, and then you would get another 4-5 fingers of height. Now there is also a batching kit and for towing underneath, so no spare wheel in this case. Interesting, you have the heaters, but you also have a heater for the defrosting of the wiper blade, so that's a cool feature right there if you live in colder climates. Another look at the Juke, and this is probably the best angle and for my possible thumbnail there. Yep. Okay. Yeah, not to miss here, we have the fuel cap here, recommended 95. You can rest the fuel cap there so it doesn't scratch or clear coat, although I think the plastic thing is longer, so it might hit the plastic, so no damage there. Okay, let's get on this side as usual. Solid closing sound, but watch this, watch the car. Yeah, slightly shaking, but it's a tall car, so it's probably the case. The doors close all the way down, look at this, so there won't be water residue on the step there, leftovers. And you can see good seals, good closing sound. You can push down to lock from the inside so the kids cannot open. Roman 5 means this is factory tint, hard plastic, and then this is softly padded, so this is kind of gray leather, and this is robust. You have power windows, nice handles, and then a Bose speaker here, and very spacious bottle area there. Now let's check this out. So if we knock down the seats, so you can knock down the bench, but you have to go around. You can see how that looks. So it's flat when you have the shelf up, and you have a seatbelt aligner there. Isofix, push it up and then you slide it in. And checking the leather here, it's nice texture, white contrast stitching. Here's a little pattern, so it's not all the same. And let's jump inside. Now I have adjusted the front seat for myself. So you can see here, okay, feet room, there's nice pockets here. This is covered by leather. So these are the something like sports seats. You can see here Bose Personal Plus, so you have here and here on both seats extra speakers. You can get the same seats without those, and then you can have the standard seats also without those. Let's hear the closing sound. So good closing sound, but the car slightly tilts, shakes. You can see here gray, and then a USB see, let me share some more light, and a little cubby there. Transmission tunnel is a bit taller. The seats are nice and comfy, no middle armrest, unfortunately. View at the rear. Windows are fairly long, but there's a blind spot here, and since this is probably some sort of sport package, this is all in black. You have slowly closing handles, no hooks, not even on the B pillar. Seatbelt is adjustable. Now let's check the headspace. So I gotta say, surprisingly okay room. Now for a taller person, short for a head, but if I was an average, I'd be touching or okay. So I was always personally not a huge fan of the Juke, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't film it. Didn't like the previous generation or the first one. Well, the second one was a little bit better looking, but still, for me, it was just too different. I didn't like the design language, but that's just my personal taste. We have lights here, warm. And let's get on the front. So that's the reason why I started to, or decided to film one now. Also didn't get it for review, so in Croatia. So you can press here again and use the cylinder in case you deplete your full battery. I have a blind spot warning, little triangle there. Now, again, front, good opening and closing sound. Okay, we're gonna switch this one off so it doesn't make sound. So good seals as well. So on the front, hard plastic still. But look at this, you have a nice ambient light there, and then this is covered by leather where you're leaning and contrast stitching there. So this is robust. And then they used well, gray metallic color, but it's not the same tone of the exterior color. Something similar. And then over here you have folded mirrors, electronically powered, of course, and you can lock for the kids on the rear. You can lock or unlock the car from the inside. And kind of stupid saving, you can only use the driver's side window automatically. The rest are electronic, but you cannot push once down to lower it all the way, or the opposite. Big bottle area, so this is nice. And again, a speaker with some sort of carbon fiber imitation. Let's see here, tire pressure, pause and read if you need to check that if you're planning to buy the car. Paddles are standard. Checking the front seats, push up to slide back and forward, push up and down for going up and down, and obviously push this one, then you manually tilt the top by pushing yourself backwards or forward. And over here we have same leather as on the rear. These are integrated headrests. They have that opening, I guess, so your neck doesn't sweat, or I have no idea what this opening is for. Besides, that might be the case for the neck. And heated steering wheel and brightness for the illumination. Steering column is manual. Let's jump inside. So they add this paper carpets, if we can call it like that. Let's hear the closing sound. Very solid, so it's good. And let's zoom out. So this will be point of view, and I'll immediately notice this huge mirrors, which is not a bad thing, but kind of shocking at first. And there we go. We still have physical buttons, AC controls, which is lovely. Of course, you can get the manual. In this case, it's the automatic. I think that's for the hybrid standard option. Zoom back in. So steering wheel, it's the same steering wheel in the rest of the Nissan Gamma. So we have nice texture, flat bottom, no piano black. That's a nice detail. And you have the new badge, of course. It really looks nice. This looks from the distance like it's illuminated, but it's not. But I wouldn't want it to be illuminated. It looks good this way, at least in my personal opinion. And then over here you have the controls for the TFT screen between the, of course, physical gauges. So you have the speedometer there, and you also have for the hybrid, I guess here, power and so on. Now, volume, skip songs, return, and then over here voice commands, phone calls, safeties, speed limiter, cruise control distance, and so on. Light controls, keep your lights on automatic, of course, and wiper controls, there, your standard. Open, close, adjust the direction. So this is covered by leather. This is nice and soft. So is this. That's actually also soft. So this is covered by leather, and this is not, but this is also some sort of foam material underneath that is soft. Another speaker in the A pillar, and you have air vent blowing to the side, defrost towards the mirrors. Now I haven't noticed this. Is this? Seems like just like a plastic bracket. Now the rest of the dash, again, soft, and then hard plastics on the bottom. Have the Nissan Connect service. This is mostly like you can control an app, maybe for newer models. This one's a hybrid, so might have that option as well. Screen is closer to the top, so your eyes are closer to the road. Of course, you have nice physical controls, nice physical buttons, and AC vents. You have the hazards here. You cannot see them from the driver position. You can drive only electric, I believe, and over here you have also nice physical controls for AC. On or off, max blow, air direction, rear defrost, closer, open, the air circulation, AC on. Again, this is the automatic, and again, I'm not sure if it's a dual zone. I think it's only single. Don't see the sync button there. So passenger airbag information is at the bottom, same as the car, if the car is locked or unlocked from the inside. 12-volt outlet and a USB-A and an aux. So this is inherited from the first model. This is definitely not being used in most modern cars, but if someone is interested, you can get it in Juke. This is rubberized, this is leather. I don't see any symbol for QR charging though. Maybe an option. And here, start, stop. We don't have the key, so it's asking for the key there. Again, this is covered by leather, so it's nice, soft-ish. Also leather lever there, and park, reverse, neutral, and drive, of course. Driving modes, and again, a gray finish. So a little piano black, not too horrible, looking good. And then again, some sort of carbon fiber imitation. Again, this should be some sort of sport package. You have here those rubber mats at the bottom, and electronic parking brake, auto hold, and excuse me, e-pedal there at the bottom. This is nice and soft, beautiful contrast stitching in white. Press to open, and over here, voila, you have decent space. Let me see if I can share some light there. Yeah, you see way better now. There we go. So you can see with more light how everything looks. You have, of course, warm lights. These are super comfy seats, at least at the bottom, maybe a bit flatter on the top, but it's not too shabby. You see the lights, so I can just switch it off. I'm gonna switch it off so that people don't deplete the battery. And you can individually turn on or off each side. On the inside, you have a good look on the rear, but further away. Actually, it's not that bad if someone behind you is keeping safety distance. Auto dimming, and on the top there is this emergency button hidden behind this little cover they need to press first. So this is mostly for kids, so they don't press it by accident. And over here you have the privacy mirror, nice and big. You have a documents holder here, so no light on the top. Let's see if this extends the moment of truth. So this is not covered, almost half of it is not covered, and no, it does not extend, unfortunately. I wish car manufacturers would add that, only few have that. And space-wise, of course, plenty of headroom. I am in the lowest position. So I wish we had the key, but let's turn on the infotainment here. Now we can turn that on. I think I managed to turn it on a moment ago. Let me just see here. There's some sort of sound coming on. So the screen looks like it turned on, but it's that on. Well, there we go. So you have the new logo, and it looks fast when it's loading, but then you have to agree to this every time. And then you have here radio media. I'm gonna go through this quickly. So this looks a bit outdated, to be honest. So have those, you can see 3 dots. I mean, yeah, I think they could update this. Sorry for this thing, just maybe here for a moment. I think they can update this. Have DEB, FM, AM, individual icons for really not necessary for all of that. Frequency, go home, previous destination, clock, customize home menu. And yeah, it looks just widgets. Yeah, it looks basic, so it's definitely something that Nissan should consider updating. I saw their other models, it was a lot better. This is not bad, it's actually quite responsive to the touch, so fairly good. Let's see if the cameras work. Yeah, the last time I didn't know how to exit this, so let me see here, camera. Yeah, it's not working. And settings here, so yeah, you have all of those. I'm not gonna go through details, just check the sound, Bose. Yeah, so this definitely needs a little workout for the next model to come, because look, if you look at the X-Trail or the Qashqai, a lot better infotainment, especially now with the new Aria. So the electric, of course, version. Let's pop the front bonnet and see what's powering this little compact SUV. And we're gonna turn on the lights as well. So let me see here. Yeah, it's here, just above the badge. Push to the left. Okay, there's something greasy. Oh no, it's actually like a paint protection film. And over here is your probably 4-cylinder petrol engine combined with the electric motor. There's a big sign not to wash your engine bay, especially with the electronics inside. And washer fluid is your gray thing over there. And on the top there's a little leg you need to use if you want to keep the bonnet up. Now let's turn those LED headlights on for you to wrap it up. So all the way, hazards on as well. Okay, let's get to the back first. So you can see bulb turn signals, you have the LED lights, but I think this is like a plexiglass, and there's one source of light and it just goes through all the plexiglass pieces. Have the side mirror turn signals, and look at the front. We have the front LED headlights turn on. As mentioned, you have the lens, and then this turns on, and on the top daytime running lights and your turn signals. So if you want to see more from Valencia Car Show, do subscribe, click the bell to get notified when I upload new videos. Thanks for watching, stay safe. Also be a cool person, smash the like button, leave your comments below. How do you like the Juke? And I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye.